Once you've finished tracing all your contour lines on your picture and you've done a little bit of a little double check to make sure that all the lines you want are there, then you can take some scissors and cut off your tape or peel it off. You want to be careful not to tear your drawing paper. You're still going to need your original picture so that you know where your shadows belong. So with a blending stump, we are going to be blending some of this graphite into some shading. So let's start in the hair, because your hair probably has the darkest amount of shading or color in it in your picture. So I want to start up here at the top. This is the darkest part of my hair in my picture. I've got a big light spot right here. That's where the highlight is, where the light was hitting my head. So I'm going to stay away from that area and I'm going to try to blend this first. Up here with my blending stump, I'm going to rub right on this graphite, and as soon as I touch it and move it around, it's starting to turn dark in that area because I'm spreading out that graphite. I'm going to make sure to stay inside the hairline and also be careful with my hand rubbing on the image below. All right, so then I'm going to move over here to this other dark half. Sometimes you need to rotate the rotate the blending stump so that you can have a fresh place to blend on, but also sometimes it's good to use the graphite that's been absorbed into the blending stump to spread out some more shading. I'm going to move to another section that's a little bit darker and stay away from my highlight right now. All right, so my highlight is still up here at the top of my head, but because I don't want it to look like a stark difference between a line drawing and a blended shaded drawing, I do want to give every line I've got just a quick rub with the blending stump, super light. So now that it is a little bit blended, but it's not as shaded as the outside edges. All right, so I'm going to move to my face. And your face, you want to find any place that is on your paper a little bit darker. So this is a little bit darker here. Underneath my eyes is a little bit darker. My iris and above my eyelids and inside my mouth, that's a little bit darker. So I'm going to focus on those places first using my blending stump. So over here, there's no line here to blend, but because I've got graphite on my blending stump, I can use this as a little bit of a shading tool on my face. I'm going to go to the bottom of my eyes, just give them a quick blend underneath. This is going to make our artwork look a little more three-dimensional and less like a cartoon or a printed image. Just brings life to our artwork when we've got a little bit of a shading happening, because it's more realistic that way. Okay, we talked about not drawing the lines on each side of your nose because you have shading on one side. So this is where I want to blend on this right side of my nose where I did not have a line. But so right now I'm paying attention to the wrinkles in my shirt. These lines are here as a part of the design, but the lines that I drew in a vertical and kind of a wavy direction, those are more of just a wrinkle or a shadow. So I want to make sure that I really blend those to make it look like my shirt is more three-dimensional. Anytime you've got a fold or a wrinkle in your shirt and it makes a shadow, it just creates a more three-dimensional effect when you shade that in, because it looks like your shirt is wrinkled up and the sun can't get down inside those spots. If you ever need to sharpen your blending stump, you can use a piece of sandpaper and just rub it on there and turn it as you're sharpening. It also gives you a fresh start with no graphite on it. So keep in mind, if you need that graphite on there, then don't sharpen it yet. You also have a second side that you're welcome to use, but a piece of sanding paper can help you get a fresh start